Broadcasting from the studios of Business RadioX, it's time for Advisory Insights, brought to you by Oberman Law Firm, serving clients nationwide with tailored service and exceptional results. Now, here's your host.
Hello, everyone. Stuart Oberman here, Advisory Insights Podcast. Welcome. 2023 off and running, folks. We're going to have a great topic today. First and foremost, we want to make sure that we get your checklist up to date. So, topic for today, 2023, compliance deadlines every employer must know. As we entered, December 2022, it gets brutally hectic at the end of the year. We all know that. But now it's really start the time to think about what are we doing in 23? What do I need to talk to my advisors about? What do I need to talk to my CPA about? What do I need to talk about my office manager about? Well, we're going to go through this list, and I'll tell you, if we go off track on this list that you're not in compliance with, you don't want to get there already in 2023. Let's get this straight. Let's go through some dotted I's here and make sure we got everything. First and foremost, look, HR. I know I talked about that a lot last year in 2023. Look, we got benefits, we got payrolls, hiring, we've got recruiting, and we got so much more that we need to take a look at on a day-to-day business. But I want to make sure we're keeping on track. Let me get through some basic things you guys need to know. Let me run through these dates here. Talk with your CPAs again, talk with your advisors, your counselors. Make sure you're on track. First and foremost, as we know, W-2s have got to be out by January 31st. I hate to tell you this, but I've got employers that we work with who are sending out W-2s in September. That's just not going to work, folks. And also, a copy of that W-2 has to go to Social Security Administration. That is basic stuff, but yet what happens is if employees don't get their W-2s, they're disgruntled. And disgruntled employees even get more disgruntled, so keep with this deadline. The Affordable Care Act, ACA, employers must furnish Form 1095-C to applicable employees by March 2nd, 2023. Question is, has your CPA told you that? Does your CPA know the deadlines on that? Because also the filing deadlines for the Form 2094-C and 2095-C is February 28th, 2023, or March 31st, 2023, if you file electronically. I would encourage everyone to file electronically. Here's what sort of bugs me a little bit about the next form. There's so much pressure on our employees or employers for this. So the EEO reporting, certain employers must report demographic workforce data. Okay, listen to this. Data by race, ethnicity, sex, job categories. If you have those defined, great. If not, your question is, what do you do? How do you file it? So the annual collection of that data is scheduled to open on April 2023 per the EEOC. Now, I need everyone to make sure they understand that, okay? Next, information, employee verification. Please make sure that your employees provide you with the correct address. Correct address. Incorrect information will delay W-2s, and you will have to pay the penalties for that. And again, your employees will not be happy. I want you to double check your W-2s. Here's what I want to make sure of. 1, you got all Social Security numbers that are correct. 2, your EIN number is correct. EIN number, federal employment number. So the IRS, believe it or not, charges you $50 for each return that is mailed out incorrectly. Why would you want to pay the IRS additional amounts than you already owe? Included in the W-2s. Again, I don't want to get too far into tax and those kind of things, but I do want to just make sure you know the deadlines. Okay, taxable cash. Cash, yes, folks, cash. You have to declare that. Your employees have to declare that. Non-cash benefits include a company car. I can't even begin to tell you how our employers don't understand how to calculate a car usage on a W-2. Please, that is an audit waiting to happen. Now, we want to take a look at the CARES Act Employee Retention Credit. I will tell you, I get so many emails regarding this particular matter. I would urge you to be very, very careful what you answer, who you let take care of this. I would send this straight to your CPA, let them handle it. I would not get entrenched in any third-party solicitation on vendors. Go straight to your CPA, double check with your attorney, make sure that anything that you're doing on an outside vendor is valid. So we have to understand that the 3-year look-back period on these wages after March 12th, 2023 to determine eligibility. That's as far as I'm going to get deep into that, because that's a road we just don't want to travel on this quick podcast. But again, I would urge you to take a look at what forms are available from your CPA. Again, the Affordable Cares Act requirements, there has to be distributed to the employees according to your 1095 forms. Again, especially with independent contractor payments. Here we go. Anything regarding independent contractors that is paid more than $600 must be reported. Folks, $600. That is nothing. You've got to do it. Your CPAs have got to do it. Again, that's an audit waiting to happen. I also want to take a look at one thing we've got to be careful of, which is the ACA, Affordable Cares Act. So I want you to talk to your financial advisors about this. Take a look at the employer shared responsibility, the ESR. Do you fall under the requirements? Do you average 50 employees? Under the IRS 2022 Employer Health Plan Affordability Threshold Challenge, do you know what that means? Again, take a look at getting that information to your CPA. You know, folks, look, that is some basic information that I really want you to take a look at. But what I really want you to look at is a growing trend, and we've talked about this before on our podcast, and we're going to talk about it forever because this is not going away, folks. I mean, this is just not going to go away. I want to make sure that in 2023, you put down on your calendar employee training. You think, well, my employees are trained enough. We have monthly meetings. We go to lunch, once a week. No. We're not going to go. We're not going to go there. I want to make sure your managers' employees understand sexual harassment prevention. I want to make sure your employees and your managers understand hiring practices, questions, what to ask, what not to ask, workplace safety. Do they understand? Are you training your people effective? Is your management effective? So the deadlines are the deadlines, but I'll tell you, if you go astray on any of these training items for your managers or employees, the old days back in the 60s and 70s, those days are dead and gone. You can't do those things anymore. So again, sexual harassment, hiring practices, workplace safety, effective management control. Folks, again, I want to keep you out of trouble. Short, sweet podcasts. I want you to look at those little things. That's going to be it for today, folks. Again, short, sweet, to the point, deadlines, what you do and what you have to look at. Again, Advisory Insights Podcast, Stuart Oberman, your host here. If you need anything, let us know. Please feel free to give us a call, 770-886-2400, or email us, Stuart@ObermanLawFirm.com. Thank you very much. Let's start 2023 off to a fantastic year. We look forward to speaking with you soon. Have a great day.
Thank you for joining us on Advisory Insights. This show is brought to you by Oberman Law Firm, a business-centric law firm representing local, regional, and national clients in a wide range of practice areas, including healthcare, mergers and acquisitions, corporate transactions, and regulatory compliance.